I look at it like this. If I pledge my sacred honor, it means I will judge myself, and others will judge me based on my actions from this day forward towards keeping that pledge. My whole self-worth is tied to the success of this endeavor to which I have pledged that honor. If those who take this pledge fail in either of the two areas discussed above, we will have sacrificed the most valuable of all human virtues, our honor.
Yep.
You must remember, the commitments discussed here today are of the most solemn and serious of nature. Not only is this pledge made to your fellow patriots, but to the majesty of heaven itself.
Yep.
You will place your entire self-worth, ladies and gentlemen, on the table. Are you ready for that?
Yeah!
Clearly there can be no casual patriots. Once you understand the blessings of liberty and treasure them, you can never be casual in the vigorous defense of our Constitution, our liberties, our freedoms, and our way of life. Thank you. I would like to now invite as many of you as are willing to do so to raise your right hand and take the oath and repeat after me. Your right hand, please. I state your full name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely. And without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Pledging my life, my fortune, and my sacred honor.
Pledging my life, my fortune, and my sacred honor.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Welcome, my fellow oath keepers.
Thank you.
True patriot. James Gregg.
Yeah.
Give him a hand, guys.
How many of them from Wichita today?
He's part of the Wichita gang.
Yeah.
All right, who's up next on the microphone? Jesse Jeffers wants to come in. All right.
I know there are a lot of people that want to speak today, so I'll make this really short and sweet. Yeah. I love the freedom movement. I love every one of you here. And thank you for what you're doing. Freedom is directly proportional to courage. You're only as free as how much courage you have. Let me explain that. I love the Constitution. But the First Amendment didn't give you your freedom of speech. The Bill of Rights didn't give you your freedoms. If you stand up and start speaking and I say to you, sit down and shut up, and you do, your freedom of speech isn't worth a damn.
You're right.
So, you're only as free as the measure of courage that you have to how far you're going to take that. Are you willing to die for it? Do you have what it takes to give your life fighting the fight you know is right?
Yeah.
For me, this flag that I'm wearing on my shirt, people will say, how can you advocate freedom when you're wearing the flag of slavery? But it's not the flag of slavery. It's the flag of a bunch of people that had the courage to call a bullshit on their federal government. Alright, and I understand where people have reservations, but I am a free individual, as are you. So do what you want to do, and I'll do what I want to do. And I'll fight and die to defend my freedoms as well as yours.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Next.
Thanks, Jesse.
My name is Michael Straley. I'm from Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
Yeah.
I come here today to encourage you all here to do some studying. Study about the 17th Amendment and how it has perverted federalism. Study about the 16th Amendment. Learn about the 20th century hijack, which was the creation of the Federal Reserve, the income tax, and the popular election of your senators. Run for office. This battle that we are fighting must not be fought with bullets. That should be the last resort. Run for office. Run in 2010. I'm running for Justice of the Peace for Carroll County, Arkansas in 2010. If that goes well, I plan to continue up the ladder. Start small. Like they say in the movie The Patriot, aim small, miss small. Learn. Don't be like President Obama and become President of the United States out of thin air. Thank you.
All right. We have the Distance Award winner. Thanks again for coming out. Yeah, I know. You're second on the list, Renee, and I know you're coming in to do some speaking.
Hey,
Renee.
Wait a minute. Wichita's like 200.
Wichita's close compared to Arkansas. Come on. Come on in, Renee. I know you want to speak. I know you're chomping at the bit. Renee McMaster's from Branson, Missouri. Second on the list, I think. And a great friend of mine.
Ditto.
It's good to be back here. It is so good to see all of my friends that I've made in the last year. Last year, I came up here because I was scared to death of what I saw happening. What I saw happening is me working 40 plus hours a week, every week, like a slave. And I see the government taking 40 to 60% of my income. And sometimes I have to make decisions like, do I want to pay my electric bill? Do I want to buy food? Do I want to pay my mortgage? I'll tell you what happened. I went to college and I took out student loans. And I paid my student loans off after I got out of college. And I was responsible like the powers that be told me to be. I took out a credit card with Citibank. And I would max it out and I would pay it off. And I would max it out and pay it off. And eventually, I worked myself up to a $24,000 credit line. Simply because I was responsible and I didn't go out and use my credit card every day. And I paid off my balance. Because I understand what interest is. Then I was able to get a mortgage with Bank of America. I took out a regular 30-year fixed interest rate mortgage with Bank of America. And because I understand the concept of compound interest, I made my mortgage payment every month plus an extra $100 every month. Last December, and the first of this year, Bank of America and Citigroup got billions, if not trillions, of my money. And not only that, I am vehemently opposed to my government forcing me at gunpoint with threats of violence if I don't fork over my money via income tax or personal property tax. I'm sick to death of bailing out banks and bailing out corporations who aren't as responsible as I am. If I ran my personal life like they ran their businesses, I would be in jail or laughed out of town. And it's not okay for them to take my tax money and make bombs and make chemical weapons and take them to the Middle East and kill people simply because we want their oil or we want their poppy seeds. So I want to encourage every one of you to get as mad as I am at our federal government. You know what? And I am here today. I am representing anarchy. I am sick to death of politicians. I am sick to death of government. You know what? I think that if we work toward anarchy like our founding fathers did, we'll finally reach where we're supposed to be.